Yep, good.
Hello and welcome to
Yes.
Husky Talk, the MMA report. I would like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. They are one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. President Sean Rabinowitz is a proud supporter of Husky Talk. They specialize in wealth management, retirement planning, and employee benefits. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump in West Palm Beach, Florida. They develop tax plans for businesses large and small. They will save you money or get you a huge return. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm. They specialize in personal injuries. If you've suffered any type of slip and fall, a construction beam fell on you at a site, your mother-in-law tried to run you over with her car, the Finch firm is for you. He's gone to wars all over the state of Connecticut. He's based out of Bridgeport. He's not afraid of any insurance company. He will get every dollar you deserve in compensation. Dynamic Human Performance, owned and operated by Andre Dixon, UConn legendary running back. Andre trains boys and girls of all ages, of all sports. He has a 5,000 state-of-the-art square foot facility. He has a boot camp that just started up 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, work with Andre. He has sent girls and boys to college on scholarships in a multitude of sports. So if you want to work with the best, work with Andre. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. We have Julius Williams in the Trench Mob down in Decatur, Georgia. Julius trains offensive and defensive linemen. He has some of the best talent in the country. I have seen them compete. They're phenomenal. They are the Trench Mob. They compete in 5v5 tournaments, which is offense versus defensive linemen. They have a scoring system with rounds. They are currently ranked second in the nation, although he disputes this and believes they should be number one, and he wants to appeal it, but there unfortunately is no appeal process for it. They're currently going to college camps, college showcases, and they have a number of kids being offered. So if this is a guarantee, Julius is guaranteeing this. If you want a guaranteed scholarship offer, work with the Trench Mob. If you're out of state, he has a program, a training program that he can provide to you where he will go over lifting weights, running, and then the technique and drill work necessary so you can improve. You're also invited to attend any camps that the Trench Mob attends, and you will be part of their group. And being part of the Trench Mob instantly gets you noticed, and instantly will help with you being recruited. Julius has sent kids to Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, just to name a few. He sends kids to the best schools in the country. To work with him, go to www.battleofthetrenches.com. And now he's not coughing, and he's back safely from Tehran. Our political correspondent and also MMA expert, Tyler King.
Dude, that was a rough go with Tron.
I know. I can't believe we got you out of there. We had to get like a Black Hawk down to fly you out.
Yeah, well,
You were
after
hidden
they
pretty
did the
good.
evac, they got me on a plane. It was all good, but jeez, a little hairy out there. Like I had a little stash of beers there. And I had a little stash of beers and food. I thought I was done for.
I was too. I didn't know. I learned so
one of
much.
the last transports, one of the last search parties saw me. I don't know how they did. I mean, I'm only 6'7".
Yeah, you were
in
buried.
the Villatron, 6'7" white guy, Villatron. They snatched me up, got me out of transport, and boom, here I am.
Yeah, I learned a lot yesterday. I didn't know there was so much hostility between Iran and Israel, but you
Did you
said that.
really not know that?
I no, I did not. I did not.
Wow. Okay.
I had no idea. I just thought it was Israel and Palestine. But then they explained that Palestine really isn't an area; it's just a group of people. So there's Palestinians apparently in Iran,
Oh, of course there are.
and Iran could have a nuclear warhead pointed at Israel, and that's what Israel does not like.
I mean, we don't know what Iran's nuclear capabilities are right now, but
Well, you said they built labs. They know how to
oh,
build.
they definitely have labs, but
Yeah,
I don't know if they can launch a missile at Israel right now. I have no
but
idea.
that was the worry. You said that's why Israel wants less fundamentalists in charge of Iran.
I mean, that's generally why we all want less fundamentalists in
Oh,
charge of
it's not
Japan.
just you. Okay,
You
it
know?
was just, and then
Yeah.
the whole Juneteenth thing. I never knew about.
I am not commenting on that right now.
Well, no, I'm just like I'd love to start I want to protest it. I
All
mean,
right.
is there a way
We're
to
not
do
talking
it?
about
We
Steve,
can't talk about
not
it.
on
Okay.
this show. Not on
Okay.
this
All
show,
right.
sir.
Okay. All
Not
right.
on this
So
show.
I just
Because
wanted to know if I had to write my congressman or whatever. That's all.
you can write
So
your congressman all you want.
okay. So we're looking at the UFC fight night from this past weekend.
We'll cry
It
myself to
was
sleep.
it was very slow goings. I
You
watched
thought
some of it.
so?
Well, I watched most of it, and I was just disappointed
I
because
watched it too.
the last few ones have been very good.
I thought this was a good, other than just the bath I took, I thought it was a good card, dude. For
Yeah,
real.
but I don't want to see decisions.
Yeah, but it
Can we
happens.
not? But it doesn't need to. And this is what
Sometimes it does.
it does, and that's what
And
Frank.
by the way, there's enough finishes on this card.
Yeah,
Like,
there were
yeah,
on the undercard. Yes.
yeah. And so you just watched the main card. Okay, I get that.
Yeah. No,
The main
I
card was
did.
very. The main card was very competitive with lots of like. This was probably the most stars on one fight night that I've seen in
Yes,
a
it had a
while.
huge stars on the fight night. Yes, I agree with that.
Like there
Uh,
was what 3, 4 champions:
uh,
Kamaru, Rose, and who
Ka-
else?
Kamaru's not a champ. He's
Kamaru is
not.
one of the best. Kamaru is one of the best welterweight champions of all time.
Yeah, but he's not champion right now.
No, he's not. But I'm
But
saying
I
there was
agree with you. Yes,
there
yes.
was a lot of former champions on this card.
Yes, correct. Yes, 100%.
Like
Now,
that. This card it was a great card.
it was.
But
No, I
yeah,
agree. Now I argue with Frank about this all the time.
okay,
Frank says that in UFC in the final rounds,
yeah,
the guys would much rather lose by decision and they don't go all out and try to win. Because if they get finished, it's
listen.
it looks worse for them. So
There's a lot of gamesmanship
I don't
both
like that.
ways.
That pisses me off.
Listen, Steve. It's like any sport. Remember when we played football? Like there was gamesmanship in certain places. Like remember how Randy would like a third one would just line him up, try to draw him off sides, which obviously never works, but that's part of the gamesmanship. So in MMA, there's going to be certain situations where the same thing happens when
Yeah, but
they're
if they're up on rounds, and so the last round they just decide to
honestly, yeah,
take it easy.
some guys will cruise and
Oh,
and win the decision. Other
I hate
guys,
I
some of the
hate that.
best guys, will say, "I'm trying, like, try to get the finish. Just keep
Yes,
fighting
yes,
hard."
yes.
Like those are a lot of the stars are like that. A lot of the top 3 guys across divisions, they're more like that. To be honest,
Right. No, that's what Frank said, and I just disagree with it. I think if you're down on the card, you have
yeah,
nothing to lose. You should be going balls out trying to get a finish.
yeah, of course.
If you're up on the card, the same thing. You're
You can
winning.
still
You
go.
got nothing
You
to
can
lose. Go
stay
finish.
safe. You can stay safe and still go for the finish.
Mhm. So this
Like think
card,
about the. No, go ahead. I won't talk strategy right now. Go ahead.
well, no, this card started off. So the favorite, it was the light heavyweight division. Umar Sy, 11-1-0. Wow. Against
Yeah.
Alonzo Menafield, 17-5-1. This was a major upset. Umar was a big favorite, minus 800. And he lost by unanimous decision, 29-28 across the board. Um,
Yeah.
and it seemed like it was a pretty tight fight. Uh, Umar had 37 total strikes to Alonzo's 34. Umar had 34 significant strikes to Alonzo's 29. 16 head strikes to Alonzo's 17 head strikes. Wow, how did he lose this fight? So
Well,
Umar had
Steve,
9
this
to
is
the
Atlanta,
body,
right?
to the legs. What
This is Atlanta, right?
was
The
the
fights were in Atlanta.
yeah,
Alonzo is from
yes, they
where?
were in Atlanta. Yes, they were in
Where's
Atlanta.
Alonzo from?
Where is Alonzo from? He's from the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah, obviously.
Is he from? Yeah, okay. He's not from it. Is he from Atlanta? Yeah, he is. He's from Atlanta. Okay, so that's
Okay, so
you're
the
saying
guy
that's
from
why he
it was a
won.
close. It was a fairly close fight, and a guy from Atlanta was fighting a guy from what country?
Oh, hold on one second. I don't know
Yeah,
where that is coming from. Okay. So no, he was fighting Alonzo or
yeah.
Omar Sy, who's from France. But
Obviously, the
the
obviously the
numbers
Atlanta boy is
wise,
gonna get that. Obviously, the Atlanta boy is going to get that decision. The guy from Atlanta is going to get that decision.
yeah, but Tyler, Sy had 4 minutes and 13 seconds of control
Yeah,
compared to Menafield having zero.
yeah.
Sy had more body shots and leg shots than
Okay.
Menafield.
And
I
Alonso
just
had and Alonso had like one or
Alonzo
two
didn't beat him
more.
in any category. He beat him
Yeah,
in one
but it was
category.
close. It was close to the head strike. It was
I guess
home
that's why it
cooking.
was 29,
Yes,
28.
it
Yeah.
was home cooking.
You're
It was
you mean to tell me because
yes, yes,
had this
yes,
fight been anywhere else
yes.
but Atlanta, Omar would have won
If
or
it wasn't
Umar would have won.
Atlanta, if it was at
Yeah.
the Apex, if it's at
Yes.
the Apex, Omar probably would have won.
Wow. I can't believe that they would be that dirty. That's
Are you kidding me?
did you bet that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I didn't know that UFC was big on the hometowns getting the victories. No, I did not know that.
The UFC has no say. The UFC doesn't appoint the judges. The
Right,
state
right,
appoints the
right.
judges.
Oh, that's right. Each state appoints the judges. I forgot
Yeah.
that. Okay. So the next fight was interesting. It was a middleweight fight, and Mansour Abdul Malik, 9-0. 9-0 coming into this against Cody Brundage, 11-7-0. And wow, Mansour was minus 1100. That is quite the odds right there. He was quite the favorite.
Yeah.
Cody was plus 650. Again, this looks weird to me. Okay, so the total strikes, Cody had 30, Mansour had 25. Cody had 30 significant strikes, Mansour had 25. 18 head strikes for Cody, Mansour had 17. Body shots, Cody had 2, Mansour had 8. Legs, Cody was 10 for 10 on leg shots.
Yep.
Mansour was 5 for 5 on leg shots. Again, how does this is crap? How is this a unanimous decision for Mansour? 30-27, somebody judged it.
I need to watch it. I didn't watch this one. I need to watch
29-28, 29-28, 30-27. If you look at the numbers statistically, again, Cody defeated him in every category.
Yeah.
I mean, the leg shots, 10 for 10. How do you lose that?
I mean, Cody may have had more. I mean, Mansoor rather probably had more significant moments. Like maybe he rocked
He had
Cody
5 more. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
he
rocked Cody more.
I guess he
Maybe
must.
Cody was in trouble a couple times.
Are you aware of either of these fighters?
Oh, I'm very familiar with Cody. I don't know Mansoor though.
Mansoor's 9-0 in middleweight division.
Mansoor is a very solid prospect coming off this win. 10-0 now, right?
Holy crap! Yeah, now 1, 2, 3. Sorry, one.
Did he come to the UFC from Contender Series?
Yes.
So he's like what 5-0 or 6-0 on Contender Series.
It only lists as 1 fight on the Contender Series or 2 fights on the Contender Series.
So what was his record before?
2-0.
So he went 3-0.
His record before Contender Series.
So he went 3-0. First 2 fights Contender Series, and
Correct.
Now he's in the UFC. He's 9-0. So he's gone 6-0 in the UFC.
No, he's well, if you count the Contender Series, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-0.
This guy is
5 out of 10.
This guy is a problem.
Yeah, I would say so.
He just came to the UFC at 4-0, 5-0, and just won 5 in a row.
And he just came last year, so he's been very active, which I like to see.
He's 10-0 with half his fights in the UFC.
And
this guy is a problem.
He's 6'2", 186. So that's tall for a middleweight.
He's fairly tall for a middleweight. Actually, he's tall for middleweight. Yes, he's tall as hell for. He's on the upper echelon. How old is he? 22.
He's very young.
22, and he's 10-0 with UFC at middleweight.
So middleweight,
this guy is going to be a problem.
Is Bilal the middleweight champion? Or no, he was welterweight.
The middleweight champion is Dricus.
Right, Duplessis. Okay, so it lists currently Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker, Costa, Jared Cannonier, Brunson, Till, Jack Hermanson.
Till still ranked?
I don't know if they're ranked, but they list them on the side as the top middleweights, I guess.
Are you an ESPN or Tapology?
It's ESPN.
Wow. So maybe Till. I don't think anyone. Yeah, Till could fight the UFC still.
Oh my God, Till's lost 4 out of 5. Yeah, he should not be in there. Yeah, I agree. But even Israel Adesanya, I thought he's lost. Yeah, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, but he fought tough matches with Strickland and Duplessis, and then he lost. He lost to a no-name on Fight Night. Wow. And he is getting older. He's 35.
Oh, Izzy's kind of done. Izzy is kind of done.
No, he's not done.
After his last fight,
no. He can't be done. Don't say that. He can't be kind of done.
He's kind of done.
He's the style bender. He can't be done.
He's kind of done. Izzy's kind of done.
I was wrong.
Unless he comes back with a giant win in his next fight, he's kind of done.
I was wrong. Mansoor.
He's to fight like a big name, probably super fight in his next fight.
I was wrong. Mansoor's 27. I apologize. Not 22. It's 27, not 22. I read that wrong. But that's still 10-0 at 27. That's a good track record for him. Do you see him possibly getting on a pay-per-view next?
Most likely.
Yeah.
With that record, like he'll probably fight. What's his ranking now?
Mm-mm.
Is he ranked?
He's not ranked, no.
I mean,
No.
they can put him up against someone at the bottom of the top 15 next.
I
Well,
mean,
like
so
that's what
could
they
he
should
fight
do.
Izzy? Could he go against Izzy or no?
Not yet. He needs
No.
a couple more wins before he fights Izzy.
Paulo Costa, maybe?
No, not for a while. He's before he gets to like Costa, he needs like 2 more quality wins.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, it'll be
Maybe one.
interesting to
Maybe
see.
one more. Maybe one more.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes. After this, we had a bantamweight matchup between your boy Cody Garbrandt, who's
Yeah.
14-7,
Yep.
and he was defeated by
Yep.
Ryoni Barclayos.
Yep.
Oh, I said that right. Okay.
Yep.
Barclayos was it was a close favorite. He was a close favorite. It was a unanimous decision all around. And again, wow, these numbers are so weird. So Ronconi, he had 43 total strikes to Cody's 45,
Uh,
37 significant strikes to Cody's 28, 31 headshots to Cody's 23, zero for well, he had no body shots. Cody had three out of 3 for 7. He was 6 for 7 on leg shots. Cody was 2 for 2, and he also had 2 minutes and 26 seconds of control and 1 for 11 on takedowns. I mean, the decision part, okay, I can understand. The unanimous decision troubles me because
why?
I don't know how this could be unanimous.
I mean,
Like
you
every
did see,
judge,
you did see the rounds though. You
yeah,
did see the
yes,
rounds.
no,
It's
no,
judged
no,
round by round, dude.
right? No, I agree. I know it's judged round by round, but
So,
with the scorecard this close, you would assume Cody would have gotten 1 round. I
oh,
mean, he had more total
I
strikes.
watched this fight. Cody lost this fight. I hate to say it, but he did. It was close. They could have given the decision to Cody, but I think he just lost the rounds. Did look. Guys aren't afraid of Cody anymore. That's a
No,
big thing.
no,
He used to have more. He used to have a mystique about him. He was just knocking dudes out
he had a
play
mystique. He had a mystique.
like he played with Dominic Cruz, and he was just putting guys away. Besides that,
He had a
since TJ
mystique.
floored him, since TJ floored him twice, he's not the same guy. He
A
just
mystique.
isn't.
Wow, I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
He just hasn't been that guy since TJ floored him twice.
has he been ranked?
Oh yeah, he's been ranked, but he's not winning that much. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on Ronconi? Do you know him at all? He's
I
25.
mean,
25.
I had really followed him before this fight.
Yeah,
Coming into the fight, I looked at a few fights.
he's
I watched the
25.
fight. He was very impressed with this fight.
It's his
But
third
that's
win
what,
in a row.
yeah, he's a solid upper echelon bantamweight.
Wow, 5'8", 136. Jeez.
Yep. Like he's 5'8", fighting at bantamweight. He's a tall bantamweight. He's dynamic.
Well,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I read the article when you were talking about Kayla Harrison, and I could not believe it because you had said she looked completely different from the weigh-in to the fight. They said that
Yeah.
she gained 30 pounds from the weigh-in to the fight.
I believe it.
That is that's not fair. Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, but it's
To
the
have
game
that kind
we
of weight
play.
advantage?
Yo, it's the game we play. Some people respond
That's
really well to
bullshit.
that.
I get it.
Kayla's been doing it for so long. Like she's got it down to a science. She knows how her body
Well,
responds.
she said it was a very tough weight cut. She said that like she wanted to quit halfway
She's
through.
getting older. She's done a bunch. Kayla's
So
been pushing her body to extremes since she was 12 years old. She's probably getting kind of tired of it.
So does she walk around at like 150,
Oh yeah.
160?
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god. So
Yeah.
if she fought
At
up,
least, dude. Kayla's not a small woman.
no,
Kayla's
I know.
Kayla is pretty beefy, brother.
You can't say that. You can't say beefy.
Yes, I
Uh,
can say that. Kayla is a large, muscular woman. Like she
well,
is. Not trying
is
to be a dick.
no,
She
I know.
is.
She looks good. No, I mean, she is the featherweight champion now, right? Is that the
No,
highest
she's a
division?
bantamweight champion.
Oh, she's bantamweight. Okay, so she's
Yeah,
not even in
because
the
she's been
highest
cut down to
division.
bantamweight.
Could but she could easily succeed as a flyweight, couldn't she?
No, she
Or a
could not make 120. She
featherweight.
could
Sorry,
never
featherweight,
make 125. 145,
featherweight. I meant
yeah.
featherweight.
The thing
Yes,
is, no,
she
Steve,
could beat Shevchenko.
the thing is, there's no compelling matchups at featherweight now.
No, I know there's not. They
I
invented the
mean,
division.
there was Amanda, but yeah.
Yeah, but the whole reason they invented the featherweight division was for Cyborg, and she's not there anymore.
And
And
like, no, Holly carried it for a while.
she did. But I mean, I recall the division being invented for
No,
Cyborg
like,
to bring her in.
Amanda was a 45 champ at one point. She
No,
knocked
she was.
Cyborg the hell out, dude.
She was, but I'm saying initially they didn't have a featherweight division, and I recall they created it for Cyborg to bring her in
I
because they
mean,
wanted her
to a degree, like it's the
to a degree.
UFC.
To
It's
a
the
degree,
UFC. It's a there's a no,
I know it's a machine. It's the WWE
but
of
like
MMA. I
there's
get it.
enough there's enough of a competition where there's enough
Yes.
145 females that the UFC can just sign whoever they want and make the fights.
Well, I mean, Dana was the one who initially said women would never fight in the UFC, and then he
Yeah,
changed his mind on that.
well, cultural phenomenons ratings change his mind.
Well, to be fair, the females haven't had ratings since Ronda fought. You know,
Yeah, but Ronda made Dana a lot of money.
he did. He did. He did. He absolutely did. She did. Sorry, she. So I believe the semi-main event. No, third from the top. Edmund. Wow. Shabizan, 15
Yep,
5
you
and
got
0
it.
against Andre Petrovsky. Wow,
Yep.
he's US. That's
Yeah.
impressive. Another this yeah, I watched this one. This was a decision and this was a dismantling in my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, Edmund just dominated this fight. He's from
Evan
start
has the
to finish.
goods. Like that's the thing.
Oh, he
Evan
is.
has the goods. He
Oh,
does.
he does. Okay, because I had
He's
never
got
heard
the
of
goods.
and
There's been a lot of hype behind him, and he's been up and down, but Evan's got the goods. Like
yeah.
he's had a couple tough goes, but dude, he's good. I don't know about his camp. I I don't know if he's Glendale Fight Club still. He was for a while. I don't know where he's training now. That's what I worry about. But as far as his talent as a fighter, Edmund Evan's top tier. He's definitely
As
going
far
to
as
be a
where
name
he's
we're hearing about for
training,
years. He'll be the title picture in the next 2 years. Easy. He'll fight for a title within the next 2 years.
as far as where he's training, oh yeah, he's only 27. As far as where he's training, it's that important, like that.
Well, look at I
Significant.
don't. My iPad's going slow. Is he still Glendale Fight Club?
I don't know. I don't know if Izzy's still with Glendale. I'm just looking at.
It doesn't say on his profile.
No, it does not. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it says that Edmonds on Extreme Couture.
Okay, no, he's fine. He'll be fine.
Izzy is on City Kickboxing.
Yeah. Oh, I know Izzy's City Kickboxing. I just want to know what Edmund was, but he's
Yeah,
Extreme Couture. He's fine.
yeah,
He's
that's
fine.
Randy. Okay. And he's 3-5 in his last fights. He's won 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
He's 15-5 and 0, and he's another one, man. He's a big dude. He's 6'2".
Yeah.
185.
Like Edmonds got the goods. He's
No,
had a
I
rough
agree.
go. He's had a rough go there for a couple fights, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like he learned from it, and now he's back on the right trajectory.
yeah. He looked like just he was at a different pace in a
Yeah,
different category
yeah,
than Petrovsky. He had 58 total strikes to Petrovsky's 34, 53 significant strikes to Petrovsky's 34, 37 headshots.
yep,
Petrovsky had 15, 11
yep,
body shots to Petrovsky's 13, 5 leg shots. Petrovsky had 6, and then 15 seconds in control, 23 seconds for Petrovsky. Petrovsky did have 2 takedowns on 6 attempts,
yeah,
but it just looked like he overwhelmed him with his striking ability.
yeah.
The pacing seemed much better with him, and decision wise, he's a middleweight. It was unanimous. 30-27, 30-27, which is never good, and then 29-28. When it's 30-27, that means the judge thinks like you kicked his ass.
Yeah. Only
They,
one every round.
they
He
don't
won
they,
every
they don't.
round. 30-26 is worse. So yeah,
Oh, okay. If it's 30-27,
that'd be
then
yeah.
it's
30-27
10-9
means
every
you just
ten
lost
nine.
every round. If it's like
Okay.
30-26 or 30-25, that means you got fucked up a couple rounds.
Okay. So 29-28, Maine Petrovsky got 1 round from one judge,
Yeah, exactly.
but overall he still won. Okay, I got you. But that was the fight I watched. Frank just gets irritated because he just thinks there's way too many fighters and he can't keep track of them all. He thinks
Oh,
the roster's too
sorry,
big.
bro.
But I get
Sorry,
it
bro.
now.
You're the worldwide leader.
No, I get it. I get it. They have to have that many fighters because,
Yeah,
before they didn't even have fight nights. They'd have a pay-per-view. That was
yeah,
it. They went to the fight night format and have extended it basically weekly. So
yeah.
yeah, you
Like
need
there's
a
fights
bigger
pretty much
roster.
every week now.
Right.
Good. You need a
No,
big roster when you do that.
you do. And it's good. It's good to see. But Frank thinks that they're all like cookie cutter trained. He thinks they're all trained the same.
I
That's
mean,
that's his issue. He said that,
all
UFC.
right, Frank. All right, Frank. Frank, the foremost mind in mixed martial arts.
He's a huge mixed martial arts fan. I
All
mean,
right, cool, bro.
he was into it before anyone was.
All right.
Um, he just thinks
He
training
was up
wise.
to it. One of the first guys into MMA in New Hartford, New York.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Feel
Yeah, he was.
free.
He was, man. He used to
Feel
pack the place
free.
in. People
All
used to
right.
pack it in because he put the shows on.
All right, let's
Uh,
talk about Thug Rose now. Come on.
yes, Rose Namajunas
Yeah,
set 15-7-0 defeated Miranda Maverick. Such a
yep.
hot,
Byron the
sexy
Maverick,
name.
great name. Not gonna
Oh,
lie.
so hot, Sexy. Rose
What,
Rose
her
was
or her name, Steve?
the name, and I haven't seen her up close, but she looked somewhat sexy.
All right.
But I mean, I'd throw it in her. Just
Fuck,
being
Steve.
politically correct. Rose was, her usual self. It's good to see her back on track. She always
Yep.
takes tough fights, and she's tough as nails. She's as tough as they come.
She's the
She,
former champ, bro.
I know she
I
is.
think she's a former two-time champ.
I know
Thug
she is.
Rose is it.
This was the
Like, I don't know
flyweight.
why people are counting Thug Rose out. Like,
Well,
she's a major
she's
player.
older. She's older for a woman. She's 32. Which is,
She's fine. She's fine.
and
Like,
she hasn't been champion in a while. So that's the other thing.
okay, and she just took the young, hungry contender out. Let's go.
Yes. She
No, I
is.
don't care. They should. Her next fight should be a
She's only
contender
been
fight.
on fight nights the last couple years.
Well,
She
she
hasn't been
should
on a
co-main
pay-per-view.
event a pay-per-view next
I
in a
agree.
double one. She's still a double one contender fight.
I mean,
No,
she Who are
she
you
needs
putting
to
her
do.
against?
All right, what was Miranda ranked?
I'd put her against Andrade. Miranda's
Dude,
not
she
ranked.
will work Andrade. She's
She'll
worked
work
Andrade
Jessica
like
Andrade.
twice
Okay.
before, I think.
Oh, okay. It doesn't show on here. That's why I'd asked. Jennifer Maya's on here. Joanne Wood, Lauren Murphy, Juliana Velasquez is on here, and Carmouche is on here. Isn't Carmouche in the other one? Carmouche is in PFL,
Is
I
she?
believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Carmouche is in PFL. But
Oh yeah,
it's
she
going,
is.
yeah, it's going by the best flyweights. Shevchenko is by far the best in this division. You think, I mean, Rose obviously has the ability, the toughness, the skill to challenge Shevchenko. I don't
Agreed.
think
Yeah.
she's not going to beat Shevchenko. But out of the class that I see here,
She
you know,
could.
no, Valentina's
I mean,
she's got.
Thug Rose should go back down to 115 though.
You think she can get down to 115?
I think she was the champion at 115 before.
Oh, okay. Is 115 is that featherweight or flyweight?
No, it was strawweight, I think.
Strawweight. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. This was flyweight. Okay. But yeah, I mean, she's 15-7-0. Miranda was 17-6-0. This was again 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Rose, again, I mean, the scoring is somewhat confusing because Miranda had 52 strikes to Rose's 46. Miranda had 25 significant strikes to Rose's 25. Miranda had 14 headshots to Rose's 22. She had 5 body shots. Miranda had 5 body shots to Rose's 3.
Yeah.
And then, but Rose did have 6 minutes and 33 seconds of control. Can you explain how that is scored by the judges?
I mean,
Do you get points for that?
oh, for control time, yes, you do.
Mm-mm.
You'll 100% get for control time. Yeah, there
Yeah.
were a lot of strikes. There was a lot of strike in this fight. Sounds like so. Yeah, you will win on control time.
Okay. And you think Rose should be on a pay-per-view? She hasn't been on a pay-per-view
I
fight in
mean,
a while.
Rose should move back down to strawweight.
Yeah, she should move back
She's
down to
not.
strawweight.
She doesn't like cutting the weight. She's much more competitive at
At the
strawweight.
flyweight. Oh, at the strawweight. I got you.
I
Okay.
mean, she's a two-time champion at strawweight.
Right, right. And then the main event was Kamari Usman.
Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman, big win.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh
he was the
God,
man. He was the man for a while, and then
he was.
he struggled. It's good to see him come back. He had 3 losses in a row before this,
Oh yes,
so
he did.
it's good to see him come back. He is older. He's 38, but this was. I mean, it looked like a beatdown. 130.
Dude,
You know?
hats off Kamaru Usman
Yeah,
because
he came to fight.
like I thought Saquon was gonna. I thought Saquon had this. I was like, this
Yes,
is.
yes.
I was kind of in my mind. I thought I was like, okay, like Kamaru's done. Like just based on his last couple
Well,
performances, I thought he
yeah,
was done. But
absolutely.
man, nah.
And,
Like the thing, no. The thing about this, you cannot count out the extreme toughness and the heart of a champion that this
correct,
guy has. With
correct.
his broken ass body, he found a way to get in prime shape for this fight. And on top of that, dominated
Yep,
a
he did.
up and cut. Like Saquon's been the
He
guy.
He had a 5 fight winning streak
He's
before
been being
this.
named. He's been being named too. He's up. It's not like he's just bopping the floor with
No,
bozos.
he
It's
beat
only
Colby Covington. Yeah,
see
absolutely.
what like he took a dump on Colby. I watched that fight. He beat Colby down. Kamaru
Did
was
you
like,
just say
okay, that's cool,
he took a
and
dump
just
on him?
Saquon messed Colby up. Colby
Took
looked
a
awful in
dump
that
on him.
fight. What's
Wow.
that?
Took a dump on him.
Oh,
I mean that's a
Cole,
pretty big
like
distinction.
he destroyed Colby, and Kamaru just beat him down, like
So
dominated him. It's very impressive on the part of Kamaru Usman.
would you have said had Usman lost this, he would have been in contention to be released?
Yeah, possibly they would have
Yeah.
done some sort of like that's what they would have called him and been like, "You ready to hang it up?"
you he would have said that to him. I mean, at
Yeah,
38 years
I
old, I
fully
mean,
believe Dana would have said that to him. Yeah,
well, to be fair, TKO has been cutting a lot, so that does not surprise me. Saquon did come in as a big favorite, but
yeah,
the total strikes 137 for Usman to 51 for Saquon,
yeah,
41 significant strikes to 44 for Saquon, 33 headshots to 29 for Saquon, 8 for 10 on the body, 12 for 15 for Saquon. And then the difference was the control. Usman had 12 minutes, 57 seconds of control, and he had
yep,
4 takedowns.
yeah,
So I think that's why he got the unanimous decision 49-46, 49-46, 48-47. Big
yeah.
win for him. The question is now, where does Usman go from here?
Well, he kind of just recharged himself. You could
Because
do a
it's a
lot with him.
log jam of a division, that welterweight division.
Yeah, but Kamaru, he's an all-time great.
He
He
is.
didn't
You
change.
can stick him in anywhere. I agree.
You could exactly like
He can be on a pay-per-view undercard, and there's no one's going to bat an eyelash. I agree.
you know what fight I like for him? The loser of Jack Della
Bella,
Maladona
yeah,
versus what's his name? Islam.
Islam, the one that's coming up. I got
I'm
you.
not gonna lie to you. If Islam wins that, Islam versus Kamaru, that would sell, brother.
You think that they would make that without
Yeah,
Usman having to take another fight? You think they'd give him a championship fight?
yeah.
Oh,
He has
okay.
the resume to do it.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
gonna, and honestly, it'd be a compelling storyline. And here's the other thing: we still have to wait for Jack versus Islam. So that fight's gonna happen, I think, in August or September.
August. I think it's August. Yeah.
Yeah, that fight happens in August. You you have the whole fall and winter. They could make that fight. And
Overall,
honestly, if Jack wins, it's a lot easier to make that fight as well.
well, and you had initially said Jack winning it all was an upset, him winning the
Oh
belt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So,
if Jack beats Islam, they'll make Kamaru versus Jack. And if Islam wins, that fight also makes sense. Islam versus Kamaru.
yeah. I
Islam
mean,
has
for
a
drawing
Islam. I
purposes,
mean,
yeah.
excuse me. Kamaru has a claim to being the best welterweight champion of all time. He has
He
a
was
legitimate
for a
claim
while.
to that. Exactly. I forget if he
Was
has
he a
as
two?
many.
Was he a two division champion?
No, but I think he had
I thought he
either
was for some
one.
reason.
He either has one more or one less title defenses at 170 to
Yes, he
GSP.
was on a record. Yes, you're right.
I
You
forget if it's
are
either
correct.
one more or one less than GSP.
Right.
So he has a
So
claim. He has a claim to top welterweight of all time. So he can skip the line a little bit.
yeah, I agree with you. He's earned
Like
his stripes. He could skip the
he
line.
should fight again as soon as possible.
I hope he does. I hope he does. I
Yeah.
hope he gets that victory and he propels himself. So this card we talked about, it's got some big names on it, and we're going to run through it quickly. It is fight night coming up on this weekend from some country in Russia or around Russia. So it's going to be interesting to see.
It's gonna
Uh,
be interesting. I was
well,
making fun of you. Sorry.
well, it's around Russia. I mean, Russia's bombing Ukraine, so I mean, could be bombs over Baghdad. I don't know if I'd want to
I
travel
hope
around that area.
so.
So the first fight is Muhammad Naimov versus Bowden Grad. Bowden Grad is 15-2. Muhammad is 12-3-0. This is a featherweight division fight. And it looks like from the tail of the tape, Muhammad is the favorite.
Dude,
Are
just
you
go to the main
familiar?
card. Holy shit. Dude,
That
I
is the
know
main
none
card.
of these guys.
Oh, that is the main card, isn't it? No. Okay. Sorry.
No.
I thought it was the main card. Fuck you. I was off by one fight. So the main card starts with Nazim.
Sadikov.
Yeah. Yeah. Nazim versus Nikolai.
Nazim Sadikov versus Nicholas Mata.
Wow. Nazim is 10-1-1,
Yep.
and he is the favorite. This is a lightweight matchup. And Nicolaius is 15-5-0. What do you like here?
Dude, like
he's
right,
the home country favorite.
Like you said Vince McMahon made this card, right?
No, if it's not, I thought it was in the Middle East. Vince made several Middle East cards for the UFC. Vince did not make
this like looks like a card where all the local towns get a chance to fight the UFC.
There is a lot. There is a lot of people from this Azerbaijan country.
Azerbaijan or surrounding countries. This is the UFC furthering the sport and
they're growing worldwide.
Contract.
Yeah, they're growing worldwide, and that was Vince's vision for the WWE, and he got Dana White to sign off on it. So for the first fight, who do you like? I mean, Nazim is the favorite going into it. 5'10". I mean, he's 10-1-1, and he is from that country, so clearly he's gonna have a chance. And he's only 31.
Yeah, Nazim looks to be the favorite here.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's on a 4-fight win streak with one draw. So he's been rolling.
Yeah, and looks like our guy bought his been in the UFC a little while, up and down. He's 1-1-1 his last three. 1-1-1 his last three fights.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Nazim's obviously a prospect from that region. Wow. Unbeaten in his last 5 fights. Unbeaten in his last, 5 fights. Yeah.
Are you talking about Mata?
No, Nazim is unbeaten in his last 5 fights.
Oh, yes, I did say that. He's on a 5-fight winning streak.
Why he's ranked number 34.
Yeah. And the other guy has 2 fights. He's won his last 2 fights. Won his last 2 fights, took a decision, a loss, and then won. And he's only been on fight nights. So he is also 32 years old. So he needs to make a move. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I think it's pretty clear who you like.
Yep.
Or are you're going with Nazim? You got to go with Nazim.
Uzbekistan.
Yeah. You got to go with him, the hometown guy.
All right, Steve. I would even try to make him pronounce this one. I will try this.
Would try
By
what?
by Quebec
Oh, that guy.
Orlby
My
versus
Quebec.
Tofik Busayev.
Wow, those are I mean that's very interesting names. Very interesting names. I wonder like if you
Jesus.
when you have your son born, it's like, oh, we're going to name him My Tebek.
Back to back.
That's
Back
great.
to back. Back to back. Back to back. Back to back.
So this Tofik is 22-5-0, and My
Yep.
Tebek is 13-2-1.
Yep.
Tofik doesn't even have a picture on his profile. He must be new, and he is. This is his first fight in the UFC.
Okay. This is
So
back to backs.
this is his welcome home party, I guess.
This is back to backs fourth.
Oh, so they're both fairly new
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
UFC.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is his fourth fight in the UFC.
Okay. And he lost his first and he won his first two. So they're both fairly inexperienced in the UFC. So it's a good matchup, stylish wise, because they're inexperienced. He looks Oriental, so I don't think he has a chance.
I don't know what country this is. Give me a second. I
Uh,
don't know this flag.
it says Kyrgyzstan.
Okay, I believe that flag is Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, but he looks Oriental, so I like Tofik.
Number 27 ranked lightweight in the world.
He's 27th ranked. Wow. Tofik
on
obviously
Tapology he is. 6
Yeah.
wins by knockout, 6 wins by decision, 2 wins by decision.
And Tofik, this is his first fight. So
Yeah.
is my myopic like a gatekeeper here for this, or do you expect him to dominate?
Mike Tebek.
He's a slight favorite.
Mike Tebek. He looks, yeah. He is a very rugged mountain person. He's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I'm not finding anything about his background, but very, very well balanced.
Yeah.
Equal wins by submission and knockout, and only 2 wins by decision. So
I wonder if he's circumcised or not. I wonder if they do that over there. That would be interesting to hear.
God damn, see, like
I'm just curious because he looks like someone who wouldn't be circumcised.
oh, nice to know you judge that sort of thing.
So the next fight is something I'm very interested in because I'm a big fan of Mr. Curtis Blades in the heavyweight division. 18-5-0. I believe he was a former champ or an interim champ, wasn't he?
I think he might have been an interim champ.
Or he fought for the championship several times.
Yeah, I think he was an interim champ. I think
he was an interim champ.
He's fought for the championship several times.
He fought for the interim champ when John Jones was out and Tom Aspinall beat him. That was his last fight on July 27th, 2024. That's when Aspinall became champion. I remember they made that
Tom
fight.
Aspinall did some bad things to him.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. And Blades is, he's 3-2 in his last 5 fights.
Yeah.
But I
mean, the creme de la creme, but yeah. Valid.
Yeah. No, he has. I like Derek Lewis. I mean, he's one of my favorites, and Cyril Gaines, one of my favorites. But this is going to be an interesting matchup. Rizvan Kunivov, he is also 6'4". He's a big dude. 6'4", 260.
Straight Russian.
Yeah, straight Russian. So again, more of a hometown hero. I was gonna just double check. I wanted to see what he had going.
13-2.
Wow, he's won. He has won.
Yeah,
he's won 4 out of his last 5, and his only loss was a decision. But he was in the PFL. It looks like in 2023, And then he was on the Contender Series in 2021.
Well,
Didn't
check this out.
Must not
Check
have
this
gone
out.
anywhere.
Yo, look who he fought in PFL. He fought. He
No,
fought
Reina.
Edit. He
I
fought
know.
Edit Fahea
Ferreira, the
in
big guy.
PFL.
Yeah.
Over. Okay. Overturned to no contest. That's one of two things. One.
Oh, it was overturned. Okay.
Yeah. So either. Well, if it was overturned, it was either he got. It was a foul that got reviewed. They overturned the decision,
Right.
or either
A
him
drug
or
test.
Fahea tested positive for steroids after the fight.
Right, right. That's what Brock Lesnar sued, or Brock Lesnar got sued over. So who do you like here? I mean, I'm going with Blades all the way.
Honestly, coming off Contender Series, going right to Curtis Blades, that's kind of insane. But I mean, he's
Well,
either like one of those highly talented prospects that they're testing, or
oh
a
yeah,
local
he
kid,
is
and
coming
they're
right
like,
off.
"Yeah, you can fight Curtis Blades."
Yeah,
Like,
Blades is going to have his way with him. Blades is going to mount him and
I
just
mean,
rail
I
him.
haven't watched stuff of this kid, but
I don't need to. I just know Blades is going to pound him. I
you
mean, this
do.
is yeah. He's a
Blades has
rookie.
confidence issues, and this kid's like a dynamic striker, and Blades can't get him down.
Yeah, but I just have
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
faith in Curtis
yeah.
Blades. I have faith in him. I have faith.
I mean,
It's his
this
time.
kid, the kid's Russian. He might be a
He,
good
he's
wrestler.
Russian.
He
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 is.
definitely he's definitely got some sambo.
He
So
does. He
yeah,
does. He does. He's got a good neck beard. But I'm going with Blades. You like the kid. That's fine.
I'm going
The
easy on, easy on.
the semi-main event is interesting. It's a lightweight matchup between Rafael Fiziev versus
Rafael Fiziev, yes.
Ignacio Bahamas. And wow, this is a big difference. Ignacio is 6'3" to Rafael's 5'8". 6'3", 156. That's got to be one hell of a weight cut to get down to that.
Probably.
And Ignacio is the favorite going into it. Taking a looking at the profiles. Wow, Rafael is coming off 3 straight losses. He was
Yeah, but
on.
look who he just
No, I
fought.
saw Justin Gaethje. He lost to him twice. Yes, I saw that. And
And who was the other fight? He's fought
Dos
killers.
Anjos. Yeah, I know. He's fought
Yeah,
killed. Yeah.
exactly.
Yes. I don't know. Let me double check what Ignacio has done.
Nacho's won his last three. He's
Yep.
won one, two, three, four,
He's
six
won
out of his
4 out of
last
5.
seven.
Yeah, yeah. But he hasn't fought anyone of name value.
Jalen Turner.
He is.
His last loss to John McDessie. John McDessie's a dangerous guy.
Okay. Yeah, and he has been on a couple pay-per-views. So this could be like one of those gatekeeper fights, like you always say.
Yeah.
Like Ignacio is only 27, so they could be looking to
Yeah, they are,
make
but
a run with him.
this is he's got the goods because he's fighting Rafael Faziev, who's a
Rafael.
motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's such a tough division, the lightweight. So it's going
Yeah.
to be interesting to see. I mean, I'm going to have to go with Ignacio here.
Why?
Why? Just because of the height advantage. The height
All right,
advantage.
cool. I'm going Faziev all the way on this one.
Yeah. I just don't see Fiziev. He's not going to have it. Ignacio's going to down. The main event, light heavyweight. Khalil Roundtree, 14-6-0. Jamal Hill, 12-3.
Jamal Hill.
Wow, he's 6'4", 6'4", 205, 6'1",
He ain't
205.
6'4". He ain't 6'4".
He ain't 6'4". Okay.
No.
And
he's 6'3", skinny fat.
He lost the championship matchup to Pereira.
Yep.
defeated Global Texteria.
Glover Teixeira.
Yeah.
Glover Teixeira.
Was that for the light heavyweight title, and then he lost it to Pereira? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I got you. All right. And then he lost to Prozenka in January.
Yep.
So this is a big fight for him coming off 2 losses.
Yep.
And Roundtree
coming off a loss to Pereira.
Yeah, but Roundtree won 4 in a row coming up.
4 in a row they lost Pereira.
Yes. Well, Pereira is probably the best of the best. I mean,
yeah.
And other than Aspinall, Pereira, and Jones, I mean, those would be the 3 best, wouldn't you say?
Agreed. Yes, I do. I do agree.
Roundtree's 30 years old.
He's only 30.
He's only 30. Yeah.
He's only 30.
Well, he's only at 20 fights. He's 14-6-0. I mean, I'm gonna go with Roundtree here. Nope. You're going with Hill,
dude. Dude, Jamal Hill. Honestly, I can't say he sucks because he's won a lot at a high level, but he doesn't have it mentally. He's just a douchebag.
And he's a douchebag.
Oh, he sucks.
That's too bad.
His mentality sucks.
He has a bad mentality. Okay. Is he negative? Is it like a negative mentality?
Say what?
Is it like a negative mentality? Is he very negative?
No, he just has excuses for everything.
Oh, well, excuses are like assholes. We all have them.
Like he fought Pereira right before Pereira knocked him out. He kicked Pereira in the cup. Herb Dean went to step in. Pereira shoot him off. Herb Dean restarted the fight. Then Pereira left hooked, straight right, knocked out Khalil. That was that. That was the fight. Khalil blamed Herb Dean. Oh, he should have broken up the fight.
I do. I blame Herb Dean too. Herb Dean should have stepped in. You can't let fighters take control. That's BS.
No, it's always he said, because Pereira got clipped in the cup. There was no Herb Dean wanted to step in,
clipped in the cup.
And he did. He hit he inside leg kicked him. His foot hit the cup. You could hear it. Herb Dean wanted to step in. Pereira's nope, sorry, nope, and then left hook right straight.
And then he said, "It's time to go to sleep."
Yeah, and Khalil forever whined about that. How that went down.
Well, I mean, I would have whined about it too. Just quickly, the PFL has their semifinals, the lightweights, bantamweights, women flyweights. The only fights I wanted to ask you about, just because I'm a fan, Godzi is in the main event against Kevin Lee. Do you think Godzi can defeat Kevin Lee?
No.
No? Really? Just no? Wow. Okay.
It's Kevin Lee just signed with PFL, right?
Yeah, but Godzi's a killer. Gali is an assassin.
Look at who Kevin Lee's fought. Look at who Kevin Lee has beaten.
I can't pull it up.
Godzi might catch him. This is if Kevin Lee's gonna get caught, this is the fight. But I think Kevin Lee's been competing on that really elite level for too long for Godzi to catch him.
Okay. And this one was interesting to me, and I didn't really understand it. Liz Carmouche, 23-8. She's fighting Elora Donna, who is 8-0. Carmouche is 47 years old and been around forever.
How old is she really?
I don't know.
Look it up, Steve. You got it right there.
It doesn't come up right away. I have to type it.
It doesn't come up right away.
But I will. Carmouche. Is she a lesbian?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Oh, she's young. 1984. Oh, she's 41. Okay.
Yeah.
She's not young. Yeah. So
She is a
she's gonna get her
pretty
ass kicked.
she's
Yeah.
a pretty old, withered, bitter lesbian.
Well, didn't she retire for a while and then come out of
I
retirement?
I don't
Or
care enough about her
I'm
career
thinking of the other one.
to I don't care enough about her career to commit mental space to that.
No, it was the other one that retired and then came out. So
Who,
you're not
Amanda? Yeah. Amanda
not
did.
not not Amanda. There was another one I'm thinking of that came out of retirement, and I can't think of her name. And
I don't care enough about
me it
women's
was me
MMA.
Misha Tate. Misha Tate was the one.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. That
so
happened.
so
I think she got her ass kicked when she came out.
Alora Donna. I mean, she's clearly going to win this.
I would say that Liz might have enough
She
of
is
a
favored
experience and just experience and
and
high level
testosterone.
competition gap.
Yeah, a lot of testosterone too. So
I mean, she definitely has a high T count for a lady.
she does. I'm disappointed Brett Primus is on the undercard. Brett Primus was one of my favorites.
Yeah, but he's coming to the end. He's had some big wins.
He's not coming to the end.
He kind of is.
No.
He's 41.
So then Jenna Bishop's on the undercard. I love her. She's 8-2. She shouldn't be on the under in the
I
pre.
actually agree. I agree with Jenna Bishop take. I mean, honestly,
She fought
the
well
the,
last year.
the management matchmaking of the PFL is not on the level of the UFC.
Yeah, I know. That's
They
why
don't have honestly, the UFC just has better people matchmaking.
our boy Jim Tucker left. So that's
He did.
Yeah, he left months ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah, he wasn't he pretty much said what you said. Not happy with management.
Fair. Yeah.
But for matchmaking for UFC, I mean, I thought Dana and
it's Sean Shelby, Vic Maynard.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the gentleman's name right now.
Dana doesn't even do it.
But he's the gentleman that owns LFA.
Dana doesn't even involve himself in matchmaking.
Dana's definitely involved, but not day to day.
He does more of the contracts.
For the big fights, yes. For the fights he wants to see, yes. Day to day, no.
Okay. And then there's going to be another fight night next week, and that is with Izzy. Izzy will be involved. Yeah.
Is he fighting on fight night next?
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. No, it's UFC 317 is June.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was it's the BMF title fight, brother.
Yeah, it's Tuporia versus Oliveira.
Tuporia versus Charles.
That's going to be a good one.
I'm not gonna lie. The UFC this summer, they've set a couple bangers up already.
Well, because their contract is up, so they have to renegotiate, and they want a $400 million
very
increase.
Valid take, Steve. Right now, they're gonna put up the best cards they can.
Yeah,
put their best foot forward for probably Netflix.
Yeah, because to get the money from ESPN is going to be difficult. I don't think ESPN can afford it for what they're looking for. The streaming services are all doing it. We talked about the WNBA getting 2.2 billion over the next 11 years, which is 200 million per year in a television deal, because live sports is the only thing that draws.
Dude, so I'm not gonna lie to you. The WNBA getting that much money is gay.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Frank said that as well.
What?
Well, they've never had anything close to that. They've never had anything.
I feel like the WNBA virtue signaled themselves to viewership.
Yeah, they've never had anything close to that. So,
I think they just the entire plight of the WNBA has attached itself to women's rights and women's suffrage. So
Women's
that's
suffrage. Women's
yeah, that's
suffrage
where it's all come from.
women's suffrage was from like the 20s. You can't say
It's
women's
still a
suffrage.
thing. It's still a
It is not
concept.
it is not a thing. The
Yeah.
women's suffrage is not a thing.
As
We're gonna
far as professional sports, it is.
we're gonna send you to Iraq or Kuwait next week.
Please do.
Prepared.
Please
Just be
do.
prepared.
I
Just
need to
be
get out of
prepared.
here.
Just be prepared. And then
I will be.
then I have to protest Juneteenth, so I have to get that going
You do.
because that's tomorrow, right? Yeah, or no, 2 days. I got 2 days to protest it.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, it's 2 days, so it's Tuesday right now.
Yeah, we have protests on
wow.
Thursday, Steve.
You got a lot of comments. Holy shit. Till is not in UFC anymore. 145 was useless. Amanda is the only champ that defended the titles in 2 weight classes.
Yeah, all valid.
Female fights are bathroom breaks. We need to see Usman versus Belial. Wow, you got a lot of comments. Tyler, how much brain damage seriously do you have? Tyler, again.
I have a lot of brain damage, guys.
Were you?
You play the league and you fight over 20 fights. Yeah, get a little brain damage.
Were you like a stunt double or a body double on Duck Dynasty?
Bro, I got blown up on Duck Dynasty a few times.
Oh, this is great. Female fights are bathroom breaks.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good comment. John Bob, legit comment.
Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. So good stuff. Good stuff. We'll see what happens.
Who made the brain damage comment?
The what?
How much brain damage do you have, seriously?
Oh, the brain damage comment?
Yeah.
That was from Jack.
Who's it's not showing my feed.
Jack me off. No, it's a
name, Jack.
It's a Twitter name because it's on Twitter as well. So
okay.
If it doesn't always go.
Jack.
If you have a YouTube account,
what's that?
YouTube. If you have a YouTube account, it shows. If you don't have Twitter, that's all. So good analysis, spot on. And this was a good one. I'd love to get on the Juneteenth protest. And
I will not be participating in the Juneteenth protest.
Well, can you pick me up so I can go to the Karen Reed trial for the verdict?
Where am I picking you up, Steve?
I'll go to Albany. So you drive to Albany, you pick me up. I'm not
driving to Albany.
I'll give you $100.
You can take a train from Albany to Boston. I will pick you up in Boston.
Well, okay. How much would it cost? What would it cost for you to drive?
I'm not driving all the way to Albany to drive you all the way back to Boston for the Karen Reed trial. Get to Albany, take a train to Boston. I will drive you from Boston to Kid.
Tyler, everyone has a price. If I gave you $500, you would do it. If I Venmo'd you $500 tomorrow, you would be driving to Albany and you'd pick me up. Just admit that.
Probably not.
Okay.
Right. I probably Venmo it back to you.
Okay. I just have to mention Fresh Fold Laundry Company, Ned Von Young himself, Fresh, Carborough, just outside of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. High-end laundry service. You book online, drop your laundry off. They wash, dry, fold it for you at land speed records. Then you come and pick it up. It's all ready for you. They have deals for college students, and they also have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly. Fresh Fold is fantastic. It is where it's at. Ned Von is doing spectacular. And he's also training kids and doing workouts. So if you want to train with Ned Von, connect with him on social media. And so the website is freshfold-laundry.com. And that is all she wrote for the Marauder himself, Tyler King. He goes to Tehran. He teaches class. He trains, he beats that ass, and then he'll just pound it vigorously
into submission.
into the ground. And I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. This is Husky Talk, the MMA report. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Just go and protest Juneteenth.